How y'all doing today? This is Jason Remember with the Moments True Podcast. Guys, I'm so glad and humbled that you have decided to swing by this channel for a few minutes. Now, listen, I know you could be doing anything, anywhere in the world, but you have chosen to spend these next few minutes with me, and I do not take that for granted. Y'all, we are all aware of the tragedy that happened yesterday with Charlie Kirk. And I told y'all on the live stream last night when we were covering it that this would have ripple effects, that people would take this tragedy as a launching pad to issue out further violence. Today, numerous HBCUs had to shut down their campuses because of terroristic threats that were made against the campuses. Guys, let me tell y'all something, man. This is the part of the game that I told you all about. They want to pit us against each other. Now, Fox News and different other ones have dropped pictures of the alleged shooter of Charlie Kirk. He is a young Caucasian male. But yet threats have been made against HBCUs. The FBI has just dropped within the hour that the threats were not credible. But yet and still, it's giving you a taste of what they want to do. They want to put us against each other. I said it the moment that the news broke on Charlie Kirk. I said it then. I'm saying it now. They want us to live in fear of each other because fear is big business. Hatred is big business. Guys, I'm going to play this clip. I'm not going to do no intro today. I'm going to play this clip here from Fox Now News. Let's take a listen.
We continue to follow a number of stories right here on Live Now from Fox. And I did want to transition to some breaking news into our studio as 5 historically Black colleges and universities are now on alert after receiving threats. And I did want to share what each of these universities and colleges are sharing with the public right here. This is a social media post from Hampton University stating that the university has received notice of a potential threat and has ceased all non-essential activity effective immediately. They say the safety and well-being of our students, faculty, staff, and visitors remain our highest priority. All campus activities and classes are canceled today and tomorrow to include all athletic events and activities, and campus community is encouraged to conduct any meetings and remotely. So we are continuing.
Guys, I have to pause it for copyright fair usage, but during this pause, I want to let y'all know something, man. They don't care. Michael Jackson had a song. For those of you that are old enough to remember, such as myself, I may be dating myself a little bit here, but Michael Jackson used to sing a song that says, "All I really want to say is they don't really care about us. All I really want to say is they don't really care about us." And it is true. They don't care about you. They don't care about your loved ones. They don't care about your coworkers. They don't care about your friends. All they care about is the narrative that they want to push. These HBCUs had nothing to do with, or matter of fact, no person of color has been identified as the shooter of Charlie Kirk. But these radical groups right here in America, this is not in the Middle East somewhere, right here in America, you have people that will take the tragedy of Charlie Kirk and use it as fuel to push their own agenda. And at the same time, this right here, what it does, it diverts attention away from the real story. Now they got now Fox News put up a picture of this guy. You can go on their Facebook page or YouTube page and see the picture of this gentleman, person of interest, that they said may be the shooter of Charlie Kirk. But I don't buy it. I don't buy it because this country has a history of having people to take the fall to be the shooter, and then only to find out years later that person was never the shooter. I believe the shooter is among us still, walking among us. But see, what they want to do is they want to feed a narrative into the public eye to put us against one another. Hence, here comes these terroristic threats made to these HBCU colleges, in which the FBI has already within the hour stated that these threats were baseless. They were fake. They were a hoax. But yet and still, you have some sick person somewhere want to use what happened yesterday as an excuse to put people in fear under the threat of more violence.
Continuing to follow this, we also have a number of other tweets that I did want to share with you. This from Southern University and AMM College stating that this university also has received a potential threat to campus safety and is on lockdown. They say that the lockdown applies to the entire Baton Rouge landmass, which also includes Southern University Law Center, Agriculture Research and Extension Center, and the laboratory school. They say if you are on campus, you should shelter in place until further notice, as the university is working with law enforcement agencies. We also have a number of other posts that we want to get to. This is from Alabama State University, as it has now canceled campus activities today, stating that the campus will be closed for the remainder of the day. Campus police, along with other law enforcement agencies, are actively clearing all buildings on campus. Once your building has been cleared, it says you will be permitted to leave only through the front entrance of your building. They say this is for your safety right there. So we are continuing to follow a number of other ones, including Virginia State University, stating that this university has received a threat to campus out of an abundance of caution. VSU rather remains on lockdown. Please continue to check for updates. And this final one that I did want to bring in, this is from Bethune-Cookman University, stating that due to a potential threat to campus safety, as a precaution, the university is currently on lockdown. All classes have been canceled. Students should return to their dorm rooms and shelter in place. All faculty and staff should head home, and those not on campus should plan to work remotely. Safety, they say, is our first priority, and we will continue to provide updates. So that is the very latest as we continue to follow all of these developments right here. We are working to gather more information just in terms of what these potential threats are, but out of abundance.
Let me tell y'all something, man. This stuff, what we're seeing here, these threats of violence that's just popping up. And on the anniversary of 9/11, Charlie Kirk gets assassinated the day before 9/11. And here now are terroristic threats against HBCU schools on 9/11. And then later on, I'm gonna show you a news clip of a school shooting in Colorado. A 16-year-old shot up his school in Colorado. I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist or nothing like that, but you have to understand these things. I believe, this is just me thinking, I believe they're linked. I believe this. They want us living in fear. They want us living in fear of each other. This is not black versus white. This is not white versus black. Point blank, this is good versus evil. This is God versus Satan. Point blank. And if you can't see that, then I pray that God open your eyes. Let's go a little further.
Of caution, 5 different HBCUs are on alert after threats. This is a live look right here from Daytona. This is the area where Bethune-Cookman University is and now is currently on lockdown. So we did want to share the very latest with you, as 5 HBCUs are on alert after threats, many of them on lockdown, also canceling classes for today And also, we saw at least one of them canceling classes tomorrow as well, out abundance of caution. We are continuing to follow all of the very latest, and if we, of course, will bring any additional information as it happens.
This is not black versus white. This is not white versus black. This is good versus evil. And when you open up yourself to demonic forces, when we don't, as parents, when we don't monitor our children, watch what they are looking at, watch what they're listening to, watch what they are partaking in, this is what happens. People are opening themselves up to demonic activity. Now, y'all, some of y'all may say, "Oh, Jason, you going too far with it. This is too far-fetched. You know, you gotta. Why are you making everything biblical?" Because let me tell you something, man. Everything that you see is ruled by the world that you do not see. The spirit world is very, very real. The spirit realm is very, very real. And the world that you see is only ruled by the world that you cannot see. I'm going to play this news clip. And my thoughts and prayers are now with with the people of the state of Colorado.
A school shooting that took place in Evergreen, Colorado yesterday. And right now, officials are providing an update. They've also released the identity of the shooter involved. And I did want to share that with you. This is from the sheriff's office. This is the shooter, they say, that has been identified as 16-year-old Desmond Hawley. So that
16 years old, guys. He has not even begun to live his life. He doesn't even know what life is all about. Babies killing babies. And this isn't just happening in Evergreen, Colorado. It's happening all over this nation. White on white, black on black, white on black, black on white. It's all ruled by these dark forces. This is why we got to put Jesus back into play. We got to turn this country back to God. We got to, man, because we're losing it. We're losing it. This country is headed to hell in a handbasket, man. And our children are paying the price because we refuse to retain God in our knowledge.
That is per the sheriff's office right there. And happening right now, we are receiving a live update. I did want to play that out in its entirety from the beginning. Let's listen in.
Probably the most important thing I can tell you today is that the students and the staff at the school were amazing. They did their job, they did it well, and lives were saved yesterday because of the actions they took during their lockdown drill. We know that the suspect had a handgun. He had to keep reloading. He would fire and reload, fire and reload, fire and reload. This went on and on. And as he did that, he tried to find new targets. And he came up against a roadblock on many of those doors. He couldn't get to those kids. We know that both victim families plan to release a photo of their child today and a statement from the families. I'm not sure when that's coming. I think shortly. So you'll have a photo and a statement from families. And I know at this point they're asking to let them grieve, let them deal with what they're dealing with, the fact that their student was, or their loved one was shot. So we want to protect them as much as possible.
Let me say this. We are in a critical point in this nation. You have troops pouring into the city of Chicago. You have threats made against HBCUs all across the nation. You have a tragedy that hit yesterday with Mr. Kirk being unalived in front of 2,000 people, including family. You have a school shooting in Evergreen, Colorado, a 16-year-old shooting other babies. And if you think that we don't need Jesus Christ, We need him now more than ever. So this is what I want to do. I want to challenge you to let somebody know, even if it's just in the comments, let somebody know that Jesus loves them. And let somebody know that you love them. We have to let love win. We cannot let Satan win. We cannot let these dark powers win, guys. We have to let love win. I love y'all. Until next time, this is Jason. Remember, you are truly blessed. In Jesus' name.